Hello everyone, I hope that you're having a good day. We just got even more new console mods in Baldur's Gate 3 featuring this new camp mod that lets you use this Treehome as your camp in all 3 acts. This is an incredible mod and I got a lot of exciting updates of what's to come next. Now, there was actually multiple drops yesterday. I typically wait till they usually finish around a specific time where I live, and they actually posted a few more yesterday. So a little bit later, there was 4 different batches that came yesterday, and it's kind of funny that we got multiple different ones. But this mod is actually incredible because I covered it last weekend on my best mods of the week video for the prior week. It only came out July 13th. This is the Kira Player Housing Treehome mod by for Kira May. This is incredible to see. There's also something else here that's really exciting, but I'm mind blown that we got this mod here already, and it literally just came out. So what this does is it adds a new key that you can teleport to this camp location here, and this can be your camp in Acts 1, 2, and 3. Now, you may recognize this familiar location if you played through Act 1, but you can make this your own. There's also a mod that dropped yesterday with the ASE Glamping mod, so you can have a vendor at this camp. In addition to this, there's also mods that let you set up your camp the way you want to. Now, one exciting thing that I do want to mention is with the Kira Player Housing mod, they just released a mod the other day, the Realtor Player Housing, which offers even more choices for your camp. And the cool thing about this is you get to use this as your camp throughout the entire game. So yeah, I'll get to this in a moment, but I have a good feeling that we may see this if we already got the Kira Player Housing Treehome this quickly within like a week and almost 2 weeks. Crazy to see this. This is the fastest I've seen a mod get approved. The weirdest part is this is like the first of its kind. It's not like it's a subclass mod or anything. This is an entirely new way to play the game. So what it does is it gives you an item into your inventory here. So you get the Treehome key, which lets you teleport to this location. Why I think this is pretty crazy is it counts as a separate place. Like this doesn't count as Auntie Ethel's house. Like you're in an entirely new location here. You can warp back to your regular camp and the other locations, like if you need to go see Withers, because unfortunately Withers isn't at this location, but this is a camp that you can set up the way that you want it. I will also mention that we got the Ghouls Haunting Horns mod here by Ghouls of Rule, ported by Eclipse. This is one that I think a lot of people would really like, so I just want to bring this up here, as this adds new horns that actually are very metal. So you got this choice here for a Mizora style of horns, and then it also has the jewelry that you can put on it. There's these horns here, ancient curls, and then there's a few different metal bands that you can put on each of these. There's this one here, which is crazy. This reminds me of the omens from Elden Ring. And then we also got this one here, very cool, great for Act 2. Another horn set up there, another one with some sideburns. And then, yeah, this is what it looks like. Incredible. So I'm happy to see this now available on console. But another thing that actually did drop yesterday, and I covered it in the video yesterday, is the ASE Glamping Banker Vendor Companion mod by Ace243. Now, Ace has actually put out a lot of really useful mods regarding camping and different things like that. So what you do, you summon this character in, Ace here, and you just talk to them, and then you can trade with them. And what they'll carry is a variety of different items here. So you can see we got like the Glamper's Essential, like Elixir of Bloodlust. They have brews here, which lets you do a dance, kind of funny. They got fireworks, they got a bunch of stuff. Depending on what you got installed for mods, it may have your equipment mods as well, different types of dyes, and different things like the debugging book, different outfits. Again, depending on what other mods you have installed, which I would also recommend the ASE Glamping, which we'll be getting to in a moment, for how to spruce up this area here, because as you can see, it does have a bit of different lighting. It's almost a pocket dimension style setup here, so we're in our own little bubble of the swamp. But I really like this, and the reason that I enjoy this so much is that you can make it your own camp the way you want it using the ASE Camping mod. So that's exactly what I have there. I put down the basic red tent, and what this brings from the ASE Camping, so there's an Act 1 and Act 2 set. These are both on console, but what it does is it gives you these bags here. So we got like the ASE Glamping basic stuff here. So you got your tents, you got basic food pouches, and then you got upgraded versions of these. So if you want to have some stacked wood big, they have large options for a lot of these too, and they look cool. All you got to do is just drop it down into your camp there, and then go ahead. We lit the fire on there. You can also drag these around so you can set it up how you want, and then you can rotate them as well, so then you can really get a camp feel the way you want it to feel. And there's a few other sets here as well. So the ASE Glamping Act 2 basic items, Nautiloid Barrel, and then the personal glamping pack. So then there's a bunch of other things in here: Druidic, Nautiloid Basic, Alchemy, and Gardening. So yeah, this is really fun for making camp feel the way that you want it to feel. So yeah, I highly recommend putting all these mods together. What's cool about this is it's your own pocket dimension world, so you get to design it how you want. If you're a fan of like Animal Crossing or The Sims, things like that, you're gonna have a blast with these mods because yeah, you can get real creative with how you set it up and make your own place look. I love the different lighting options that you do get here. They all just feel very well done within the world of Baldur's Gate 3. And as you can see there's so many different options. This is the scroll for summoning the vendor there. I would recommend having the vendor too, just to have someone that you can trade with at camp. The Glamper's wooden chests, so you can drop down chests and things like that. This is perfect for if you want to really make if you want to make this world feel like it's your own unique camp. So yeah, there's big boxes there you can use for storage. We got the Moonrise wardrobe there. And the cool thing about the Treehome is, yeah, it's very spacious, so you could set up everything in here. Now, I also want to show off, we'll get to the other locations in the Realtor mod here in just a second, but I just want to quickly touch on the class mods that we got yesterday. I did post a build for the Lunar Sorcerer subclass, which has the 3 different moon phases that your character can go into and gets free casting of different spells. One thing ASE Glamping, who made these mods, does very well is they outline exactly what happens within the mod. So you can read through it and see if it's something you're interested in. I'm also curious what builds you'd like to see. I'm trying to cover as many of these as I can. We got the Druid Circle of the Blood subclass as well, Knight Domain Cleric, Graviturgy Magic Wizard, the Misfortune Bringer Rogue subclass, Debonair Rogue, as well as the College of Tragedy, which is the build that I'll be posting later on today, because I think this one is really interesting. It benefits your team whenever you have really bad dice roll. But I think I should cover the Realtor mod just because I have a good feeling we'll see this. So after using this, you'll appear in this portal here. Similar to the Treehome mod, it brings you to a different like pocket dimension. And there's a trader here. You go with the trader, and then he has the different keys here, which we'll just go ahead and get all of them so I can show off what these will look like. And the beautiful part about this is it just, oh, we don't have enough gold. So we purchase them all. They go in your keychain usually. So we have our keys of different locations here. You can see the price of some of them. They're a little bit more pricey than others. We also have the one there that lets you teleport back. So for example, here's the luxury home. Yeah, it looks nice. This is just a little tinier camp here, but again, you can just set up everything you may need. You got some potions here as well. Yeah, this is nice just for the small spacious location that it brings. And for example, here's the Red Manor, which you may also recognize. I think this is really cool to use as a camp. There's so many locations in the game that I really wish that we did have, and this just adds a lot of them to the game. So you got all these different rooms here, and unfortunately you can't exit. It is, again, a pocket dimension. You got that there. So it's very scenic and an interesting camp. You can set this up again with a bunch of different storage things and whatever you would like. But yeah, you may want to be a little careful because it does have some limitations. So yeah, I think this is really awesome though. And here's the Seria location. So yeah, again, you can open the doors. They don't really lead all that much to the locations, but it's still nice that they have the doors there so you can feel like you're not locked in a place. This is what the upstairs looks like. So yeah, again, you can probably recognize this location here, and one of the harder locations to deal with. But yeah, another pocket location. What's also nice about this is you can just drag these on or put these on your radial wheel, so you can literally just pop it up quicker than you can go to long rest. And here's the studio appearance, which you may recognize. Normally my build guides take place right outside here. This is in the Pennymaker's. It's the place where you get all the different dyes and outfits and all that. So this is a very familiar one for me. And here's Neptune's Retreat, which also looks amazing. So another cool house. Another thing, this may not end up coming to console, but the fact that we got the Treehome this quickly leads me to believe that we'll likely end up seeing this. But another really cool player home that you can set up the way you want it to look. And here is the chapel location. So another interesting one that you can use as your camp. And there's one more after this. There's so many different options. I'm mind blown by the quality. Like, this is just so awesome to see. And finally, here's the Barracks location. So yeah, a lot of cool new camps that you can use for yourself. And again, with the ASE Glamping, you'll have a vendor that you can use at your camps. And then also with the ASE Glamping mods, you can also add in a bunch of new pieces of equipment. Also, you can find stuff in the world and kind of mess around with placing it how you want. So yeah, you got a lot of customization and making the world the way you want it to look. So yeah, that's the most awesome thing to see come to console. So yeah, player housing Treehome. It's a sign of what's to come next. I'm just so mind blown they got this approved for console so quickly, but it's an awesome mod and a sign of potentially what's to come next. So let me know your thoughts on this week's mod drop. I think this was actually one of the best ones. Kind of surprising. They dropped mods a little bit later than they usually did, but it's nice to get even more packs of mods. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.